Okay guys, here are the ingredients that you will need. Some white cake mix, powdered sugar, a little bit of oil, 2 eggs, but I'm just using the whites, some almond extract, water, of course your prepared pans. You're also going to need some Knox gelatin and some high quality white chocolate, and I'm using the Lindt. The first thing I'm going to do when I assemble the cake ingredients is I'm going to sift the cake. Here, just to make sure that there are no big lumps in there. I've made a little well in the center of the cake mix, and now I'm going to start adding the wet ingredients. A 1/4 cup of oil, about a 1/2 teaspoon of almond flavoring, 1/2 cup and 2 tablespoons of water. And I'm going to mix that first, and then I'll add the softly beaten egg whites. For the chocolate mousse, bloom 1 teaspoon of gelatin in 2 tablespoons of cold water. And just kind of let that do its thing. Until it's all dissolved. While you're waiting for the gelatin to bloom, it's a good time to make a few chocolate curls for decorations later on. And you just take your vegetable peeler and run it down the side of your chocolate bar, and you end up with some pretty curls. It's time to make the chocolate mousse, and here in the bowl I have white chocolate. I'm going to soften that in the microwave. Here is the milk that's been heated, the gelatin that's been softened and warmed, and then I'm going to add a 1/4 teaspoon of almond extract. Now you combine the melted chocolate and the warm milk and beat them to combine well. Getting thick, and now you add the gelatin and the 1/4 teaspoon of almond flavoring, and then you beat them real well. Till they're nice and smooth. Then you set this aside, and prepare your whipped cream. In the bowl, I have 1 tablespoon of sifted powdered sugar. To that, I'm going to add 1 cup of chilled heavy whipping cream. And I'm going to beat that. I also chilled the beaters on my mixer. And I'm going to beat this until I have some nice stiff peaks. Now I'm going to take some of the whipped cream and add it to the white chocolate and gelatin mixture. Just a little bit. Combine that. This is like tempering eggs when you're making pudding or custard. You want to make sure that everything is nice and smoothly incorporated. See that? I'm reserving some of this whipped cream for the stabilized whipped cream for decoration. So there's a little bit more for the mousse. It's really going to be delicious, is what it's going to be. Okay. Nice and smooth. Give it a little bit of air. Let me show this to you. This is beautiful. See that? It's nice and thick and light and smooth. So now I'm going to refrigerate it while I continue with this whipped cream. To stabilize it, I have to add a little bit of bloom gelatin, and then we will combine everything into a nice cupcake. Okay, we've added the softened gelatin, and now we're going to whisk it together so it's nice and smooth, and then we're going to keep it in the refrigerator until we're ready to assemble the cupcakes. Okay guys, what I've done is I put some of the mousse in a plastic bag with a decorator tip, and I am not a decorator, so I'm just putting it in the bottom of the cupcake and squeezing and squeezing. I can feel that the filling is going in there, and then just pulling it out. So I know that there's some filling in there, some of the mousse. And I'm going to go ahead and do that to the other four. All right, friends, here are the mousse-filled, whipped cream-topped white cupcakes. There are 3 of them, and then over here are 2. And I gave one to a friend of mine to be a taste tester. I hope they're okay. It was fun to make them. As I said, I'm not a decorator, so you know the top is very, very simple, but I'll put the recipe down below, and I hope you enjoy this and give this a try, okay? Thank you so much for joining me in my kitchen today, and I will see you soon.